Today's my topic is first one is a graphic aid and second one is the audio scripts. So audio one is the first one is the film projector. In the slideshow show of the film like slideshow to using slide step by step. In this picture to show off the like focus on the slide and to show off film strips. The film strip is the continuous strips of the film consist of the individual frames for a picture arranged in the sequence usually with the explanatory titles. So whenever to use the film strips, that is the first one is the like a what is a presentation, right? What is a topic and what is the definition? It is all in the film strip in this content. Each strips contain from 12 to 18 or the more pictures. In these strips contain is a fixed sequence of the related still on the roll of the 35 mm film for a 8 film. Barabar? Advantages. It is economical visualization material and is very easy to make the convey, handle and the carry. Take up the title speech in the can be very easily to store and provide the logical sequence to the teaching procedures and the individual picture to script can be keep for a student's length of this time. Means in this cleanse it to easy visualization and easy to make for the conversation and handle to carry and to also see that the reality in these pictures and it very easily in this like a reality pictures to click and after then the slide so in this pictures so this provide a logically sequence and the teaching procedure is important for the taking the frame steps, right? Next is the continuous influences can be projected on the screen and the wallpaper screen is the convenience and after then it's very useful for that pictures to show up, right? And instruction for the using preview from the frame strips be using them. Selected carry for this meeting needs the topic is taught. Show it again the part of the frame strip using the more specific studies. Useful for the frame strip in the simulation in the emotion. Preview means different step by step to the understanding the film strips and after that the topic for the suggestion and the so of the again film strip and due to the more specific the study. Use film strip to the simulate the emotion, build attitude and the 2 points to up to problems. So whenever to have a problem that time to use the film strip. Follow the session and the summary in the essential, right? This is the most important. Slide projector. Slide projector means like the one slides, two slide, yeah, though 7 to 8 slides to compare like a graph and the images to explanation all these things, right? Is a photograph means whenever to like a ratio in the public area, community area that is explain all this in the slide. Model slide ranges size from the 2 by 2 and the 4.5 into 4 inches. Whenever to see that in the slideshow, right? In the slide projectors like this to use for the PPTs and PowerPoints. The slide disc can be a made of photographs whenever to see in pictures showing in the PPT. That time to show up the sliding wise and the people to clearly to observe snapshots and the like directly click. Snapshot means the directly click and after then to show up the historical, geographical, scientific reason for that, and the arrangement of the slide are the sequentially order wise, right? In this the slide show. A teacher's so this is a tap record advantage in this audio aviators, right? In this slide show already is information. Advantages. Help in retention the material taught in this mind system. So whenever to use this material is very useful and also to the keep it in mind and attract the attention. It is also attention for the students and arouse the interest also. Assist the system development, the taste the students of understanding. While understanding a review is the instruction, facilitate student teachers the participation. All the participate partner in the film strip and this is very useful. Microsoft uses piece of equipment that to make a very small objects look like big enough to for you able to see them. So whenever to use like a biology subjects related anatomy, subject like cell whenever to visit in shell or the some equipment set to see is very easily for that. So in the school time and college time is very useful for that for a good suggestion purposes. Magnesium for object maximum resolution optimal and the contrast between the structure recognition and the background. This background is very clear and very useful for that in the studies. So radio, the most common from the public education entertainment is radio is very useful for that, and the recording in this save in this radio, and like police people also like a radio FM because it's very important for that for a listening, right? Next, using radio for a classroom teaching procedure to study in advantages nucleus contact with a radio station is very useful for the classroom because whenever to not feeling well, that time to record and after that to share this audio is very useful for the listening, right? And then nowadays a very pandemic condition to use for radio recording and after then to see the students is very useful that studies. Prepare the students for a regulation information about the background is lesson is also. This allows the students for a regulation is used for teachers notes and the important points are to covered by in the notes. It's follow up sessions most and it recorded by a clarify. Whenever to record this slide so or allowed to important to cover by that time to save and the making notes was a follow up also and to the whenever you free that time to see like a night time daytime whenever you free that time to see and the record it in the clarification and clarity also when sometimes is not feeling well that time to after then they see this video, right? So next is advantage is good for a mass education, effective for a distance education, can occurs positive emotion use instruction for the review ratios can be recorded. So whenever to good mass communication is very effective for that and the very positive vibes in occur that time. It used for introduction, the review of the lesson and can be recorded. So next is kind of the resolution is a talk discussion and then run. So tape recorder. A tape recorder is portable electric guided record is reproduced. It recepts the record sounds, and this device can be used without much fullness and anybody by operating the following press buttons attached to the recorders and the stop to play, rewind, the forward, pause, and the reject. Means whenever to tape recorder, it is very produced for a good gadget and is very useful the electric device to store in the phone or the tape recorder and after then they're using for this play stop rewind forward like is useful for that. It's good. We're not using the tape recorder advocate, but is a familiar with the equipment prepared for before this class and they recorded from the sources, the TV programs and very useful for the radio TV activities explanation to that. So it's useful, is very useful for all these people. Thank you.